Paul and Sue. Paul, how many years have you been participating in the Guatemala Stove Project?
This was my 5th trip, yeah.
Wow, and Sue, you went last year.
2009.
In 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you think about Paul's commitment to this project?
Oh, I think it's great. That's something that he likes doing, and I wanted to go and see what it was like, and when he talked about places, and I'd know where he had been and the conditions and everything. So I'm glad I went.
And when you went, were you enthused? Did you then relate better to what he was telling you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Do you help with fundraising?
I do, and I do all the typing for the pictures that they send out for people that buy stoves.
Right.
I do the typing, all the names of the families.
Okay.
And Eric comes and gets them, and then he puts them on the pictures that he sends out for thank yous.
Okay, well, and that documentation of the stoves that they've been done, and that people actually, it's like a validation of it, is very important, and is really unique to the Guatemala Stove Project, right? It makes it so grassroots. And Paul, when you go to document the stoves, I have lots of pictures of you sitting measuring things. But more importantly, above anyone else who was there, you were someone who just couldn't wait to give away things to the children. In fact, he was probably someone who gave them away like too soon. I have quite a few pictures of you like with the kids. Is that a big part of this for you?
It's a fun part of it for me.
Yeah.
You know, the kids there, as you've witnessed, have so little of any sort of toys or anything like that to play with. It's just fun, and I mean, it's great for them. You know, the looks on their faces, they really appreciate all this stuff. You're doing something for more than just the mom and dad of the family.
But I could tell that you really enjoyed sitting with those kids and giving out the Izzy dolls. Can you explain what that Izzy doll is?
Well, the Izzy dolls actually came from Sue's mom. She and friends of hers in Cornwall did the Izzy dolls, and they went over big the year we took the bus down. We took hundreds of Izzy dolls, and came to realize how much the kids liked them. So.
Because they're small, they can fit in their little hands, they're soft, and someone made them from their heart, right? When you're talking about the bus, can you explain what you did with the bus?
The bus was an initiative of the Ottawa group. They raised the funds for it. We were able to procure a bus in Belleville, and through virtually a donation of this bus, which was probably worth in the vicinity of $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 maybe, but this very generous fella contributed it to the project, and we gutted it and outfitted it as a medical clinic.
When you say we, who do you mean?
Mostly, I guess, the Perth volunteers and some folks from Ottawa too helped out. Not only Perth volunteers, but local Perth construction type people helped out with the project. People that Tom knew, people that Regan knew, that work in the trades helped us out with different aspects of the bus.
And you drove it to Guatemala?
Myself, Regan, and a Guatemalan gentleman from Ottawa who has roots still in Guatemala act as interpreter for us, and the three of us drove it to Guatemala.
And how long did it take you?
My memory isn't what it should be, you know,
8
but
days.
Was it 8, 7, 8 days? Yeah.
Okay, and you delivered it to whom?
Jose from the SEDEC group took possession of the bus, and still use it, not as much as we had originally hoped, simply because of an inability to keep it stocked. Again, it's the money thing, not being able to keep enough medical supplies on it. And of course it takes money to maintain it and keep it full of fuel.
So it would the idea is for it to go from community to community and to provide medical support.
Exactly.
For so it's there. If there is money sent towards that, it will be used to that.
Yes. And it has been used in different years that we've gone down, and we do have a doctor with us. It's been moved to the village that we're working in, and the doctor will do medical clinic for the folks of that village.
Can you tell us, in the 5 years that you've been doing this, do you have one memory that stands out for you?
I think it was maybe the second year that I went, that a woman just wanted to show her appreciation how much the stove meant to her, the gift of the stove meant to her and her family. And she was in tears thanking us for the gift of the stove, and I didn't understand a word she was saying, but I was in tears listening to her. You know, it's just so heart-wrenching to listen to this woman. So that stood out for me, definitely. I always remember that one individual.
I just have one more thing, because I know that you were quite sick this year, and I think you were sick last year too,
I'm running about 50-50.
Okay, but you keep coming back, and I was sick too, so I know, like, you know, how disconcerting it can be, because you want to participate, but your body's not cooperating. So what keeps you going?
It's the people, largely the people that you meet when you go, such as yourselves. Wonderful people that just want to give something of themselves to better other people's lives that aren't, of course, nearly as fortunate as we are. I love Tom and Rita. They're wonderful people. So just to be part of that is big for me, and just the idea of giving back to anybody, you know, who's not as fortunate.
But you two do something above and beyond, because I know, because we went to Alaska. You do something above and beyond maybe what most of us do. And can you tell us about what's in Alaska? Alaska, you have a girl.
Sorry, you put the wrong...
Alaska, Guatemala.
Oh, yeah.
Alaska.
You got the wrong person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Did we start that the first year we went down, or the second year?
This is our third year. Fourth year.
When we started donating towards Martha's education.
Second year.
It was the second year. That was just a notion I had, I guess the second year, as Susan says. Just a small experiment to see what we could do to help one individual better their life situation. And Marta, the individual chosen, was chosen by Jose of the SEDEC group, because he's familiar with the families and knows who's in need and who might succeed. So he chose Marta, and we've been donating towards Marta's education for 3 years, I believe. And this is her final year. She'll be finished school in November, and she'll be qualified to teach the Quiche kids, and hopefully be working back in her village, which was the original hope. You know, that she would accomplish something like this and come back to help her own people. So,
And you've helped her do that by your support.
Yeah, simply, financially.
You've helped her financially, and I saw you brought her a little bag of gifts and practical things, I think, because toothpaste and stuff. Yeah, that's wonderful. How does that make you feel, Sue, that you were able to?
I met her 2 years ago when I went, and she was very appreciative, and Tom came with us, and he translated Quiche to Spanish and then to us.
Jose.
Oh, Jose was there.
Yeah, Jose translates from Quiche to Spanish, and then Tom translates to English. Yeah.
Yeah, and she lives with her sister, who has 2 children, and goes to school every day to learn how to be a teacher. And they had gifts for us. I think they had gifts for Paul every time that him and Tom go. They have a back scrap loom, and they make something for us every year. Yeah, which is very nice.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you.